Oh, why hello everyone! Welcome to episode 7 of Manny's Food Channel. Sorry about that, I was working on getting my prep done. Anyways, for today's episode, I decided to... Well, actually, I was going to change it up. Instead of doing, the regular mundane kind of thing, I decided to do... Well, actually, I'm craving 3 things. I'm craving cheese, I'm craving pizza, and I'm craving pasta. So I said, what better way to make a dish than to put together a pizza pasta, or a pasta pizza, or somewhere along those lines. Anyways, what I've decided to do today was I'm going to do a Cacio Pepe baked pizza. Yes, completely out of the norm and something that I decided to put together because I'm absolutely craving. And there's very little ingredients. I have grana padano, Parmesan cheese, and shredded Gruyere, equal parts. There's going to be lots of black pepper, there's going to be garlic, there's going to be 1 egg yolk, there's going to be Italian seasoning, pasta, and homemade pizza dough. So, without further ado, the pasta pizza, or the pizza pasta, one way or the other. Cacio Pepe baked pasta pizza, coming right up. Okay, so I'm gonna start making the dish. The literal translation of Cacio Pepe really means just cheese pepper. So really it's just pasta with black pepper. But because I'm craving cheese, pasta, and pizza, I decided, might as well put it together. So while I'm waiting for the pasta to boil, I just put it in the boiling water with a little bit of olive oil and salt. I'm gonna let that cook. I'm gonna start putting this together. Now, I don't have a baking pan that I want to shape out for my little baked pasta dish. So I'm just going to use a mini cast iron, but really you guys can use anything you want. And this pasta dough that I have here, I made it myself. I'm going to put the recipe below. And in a couple weeks time, there's another pizza recipe that I want to put together and I'll show you guys how to make it. But in the meantime, I'm just going to have it ready made and leave it on the side. So let's get to making the pasta. Alright, so to start off, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to the pan. And I put the heat on medium to low heat. And I'm going to start sweating off the onions. I don't want to add too much color to them because I want them just to be translucent. And I'm going to cook these off for probably around 4 to 5 minutes before I add in my garlic. Alright, so now that the onions have been cooking for 4 to 5 minutes, I'm going to add in the garlic. I have around 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, but you can certainly put more. I really like garlic, so these were big cloves, so I only put 3 to 4 of them. I'm only going to cook this off for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then I'm going to add my pasta. Alright, so now I'm going to add in the pasta. I'm going to add it straight from the pot. Don't worry about the water that's on there. Make sure you keep the water so that you can loosen up or thicken up the consistency of your pasta. So I'm going to add this all in. Okay, so I've added in all the pasta. I only cook the pasta to around 60% because don't forget, it's also going to cook inside the pan and we're also going to bake it as well, so you don't want it to be completely mushy. So what I'm going to do is, before I add any of the pasta water, I'm going to add some of the cheese. This is just even parts of Parmesan cheese or grana padano with Gruyere cheese. That's what I had in my fridge, so that's what I was going to use. And next up, be very, very, very generous with freshly cracked black pepper. I like the kick and spice that fresh black pepper has, so I'm going to put a lot of it, but it's completely up to you how much you want to put. Now I'm going to slowly mix this together, and if I feel that the consistency is starting to get too thick, which I feel like it's starting to get right now, all I'm going to do is get a little bit of the pasta water and put it in the pasta pan here just to loosen it up. And because the cheese is naturally very salty, most likely I won't be adding any salt, but if you feel they need to add a little bit of salt, now is a good time to do so. Alright, so now that I feel the consistency is right, and I've added lots of cheese and lots of black pepper, I'm going to go roll up dough so I can put the pièce de la résistance on top of the pizza. Alright, so now I'm going to roll out the dough. I'm going to roll it around this size here. Not too big, not too small. Maybe just a touch bigger because I'm going to fold over the sides. So this pizza dough is really easy to make. I'll put in the description down below. And it's definitely worth having a go. It's really easy to make. Won't take too long. It's only a couple of ingredients. And it is freaking delicious. So, yeah, I feel like that's a good enough size. I'm going to be folding in the edges later, so this is a good enough size. So I'm going to start off by putting just a touch of olive oil at the bottom. Don't need too much, just enough so it doesn't stick at the bottom for whatever reason. And I'm just going to brush it around the side. Make sure you go edge to edge and cover all the surface of the pan, whichever one you're using. Next up, I'm going to take the dough and just lightly on top and press it around. Now I roll this a little bit thinner because I want it to cook quick, as the pasta is already pretty much close to cooked. So that should be good. Next up, start by putting the pasta. And we're going to cook this in the oven at probably 450 for maybe maximum of 10 to 15 minutes, just to make sure that the dough is cooked. Okay, make sure you spread everything edge to edge. Covering all the surfaces, even amount of pasta everywhere. And then we're going to fold over the edges. Alright, so to finish it off, before I put it in the oven, I'm going to put more black pepper, of course. I don't think there's ever such thing as too much black pepper for this recipe, but to each their own. Next up, I'm going to put a little bit of Italian seasoning just on top. And then I'm going to put whatever leftover cheese I have right on top here to give it that nice little golden crust, hopefully, as it comes out. And then I'm going to put just a touch of a little bit more of Italian seasoning. And then to finish it off, when it comes out, we're going to put one raw egg in there to give it that touch of creaminess. And that'll be good to go. Now time to put her in the oven. So I decided to put it at 450. I'll probably put it in for 10 to 12 minutes. Check it, and then if it's not cooked, then I'll cook it for a little longer. But there it is. Alright, so it's been cooking for around 12 minutes. And I'm going to cook it for probably another couple minutes. It smells so good. And if that doesn't say get in my belly now, I don't know what will. Alright everyone, pasta pizza is ready. Smells freaking delicious. So now I'm just going to finish it off with a couple of garnishes. I'm going to start off with a little bit of cut parsley, just to top it off and give a little bit of freshness to the dish. Not too much because I don't want to cover it. And for even more depth and richness of flavor, I'm going to add one raw egg yolk. And there we have it, folks. The Cacio Pepe baked pizza. I don't think I have ever been more hungry than I am right now to devour this whole thing. Time to take a bite and see how it is. Alright, so I feel I
have the need to share this beautiful moment with you. Oh, mamma mia. Look at that. That egg yolk giving some freshness to the dish and some richness. Let's have a bite.
Alright, my friends, moment of truth. It was too hot to hold by hand, but there it is. I'm gonna have a bite and see how it is. I don't think I've ever been looking forward to one bite in my whole life as much as I am right now. It's reasons like this why I can never have a summer bod. It is so delicious. And it's really easy to make. It doesn't take that long. I think the whole thing took me about half an hour, 45 minutes. Give it a try. Let me know what you think of it, how it is. And sometimes there are no words to describe deliciousness. Hi everyone, first off I'd like to thank you all for tuning into my channel and watching my videos, very much appreciate it. If you enjoy my videos, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Leave me some feedback, let me know what I could do to make the videos better and or what kind of recipes you'd like to see, and I'll try and make that happen. Till next time folks,